Learning new things is hard. That's an idea we've been accustomed with in our early days in school, and it's obviously wrong. Um, when it comes to learning, I've got an example here, mainly the German language. As when I was young, like 10 or 11, I've picked up a habit of watching German speaking TV programs a few hours a day. Actually, I've came back from school, uh, turned on the TV and watched different cartoons, uh, only in German. So after some time, I was actually fluent in German, and I think the German language is a subject similar to math, when people just, as they are children, they basically clash with it, and it seems very hard to them. Everybody's talking like, yeah, it's bad, I don't like it, it's hard to learn, there's a lot of material you have to master to actually be decent in this subject. And actually many people I know, after finishing school, they don't speak German, and math is also not something that they are really great in. So the whole notion of something is hard, it's an idea that's carried through a wide net of different people, and it's something which is basically are told. It's not something that sprouts in our own minds, I think. So basically, you go as a kid, maybe you haven't heard from your parents or anyone, hey, math is hard, German is hard, and you go through a few lessons and you actually know you quite like it, but then you hear your peers in your class talking about how hard it is, and they had their parents talking about it, or maybe other, I don't know, siblings, friends, whoever, and you pick it up as well. But if you go into a subject and try to play with it, maybe engage your mind a little bit more, as in my case, I wanted to understand the characters on the TV screen, and I knew a few words that I picked up in school, like very basic words, like the groundwork basically was there. And then I've learned through thinking, actually. Yeah, I saw something on the screen, I've heard a word that described it, maybe I've heard it many times, and the pathways basically created themselves. And if you'd ask me some formulas you find in books, I wouldn't actually know them. I just know it is like this, and that's how you say it, because I've heard it so many times. It just basically, it's clear to me that you have to go this way to actually say it properly, and actually teaching others with handbooks with these formulas would be a pain for me, because I don't know most of the rules, like the definitions. I just know you talk like this, and so I've learned it through fun activities. It wasn't something forced upon me. It was something I chose more or less on my own, and that's also something that's an idea that I want to have when I learn new things now in the adult life, where you have to pick up different skills to get better at work, to maybe pursue a more profitable career, or just to be a better person. Maybe you have hobbies, I don't know. So in my case, it's coding, it's learning other languages like Spanish, like Italian, and I'm just really glad that I didn't pick up the idea in my early days that learning new things is hard. Like that's like, you know, in the past, the prisoners had this big iron ball attached to their feet, and that's like a mental iron ball attached to a feet of someone who thinks that actually going and learning new things, it's something hard. And you know, you stagnate actually as a person, as a professional. If you have this notion in mind that it's hard, you actually less inclined to pick up new skills and to pursue new activities. Like you won't actually start a journey if you don't go out of your house, if you don't take the first step. And I think if I was thinking, how would I actually combat such an idea if I actually been cursed maybe with such an idea in my childhood? And I think it's basically something you have to work and think about. Like it's an it would be an affirmation that maybe you would have to go over and over in your mind, tell yourself every day. And that's an idea that would be hard to break actually. Maybe it's doable. I would have to search for maybe for people who actually had this idea and who won the fight. I'm glad I actually don't have it. So it's something to teach our children as well. Like being a responsible parent is it's part of it, I think. So when I have children in the future, I would love to actually teach them this. Like picking new stuff, learning new stuff. It's not hard. It's all about your mindset towards it, and the mindset is really crucial here.